You stand at the threshold of a quiet, dimly lit library, your fingers grazing the polished edge of a heavy oak door. The hallway behind you is draped in the soft shadows of late evening, and the only sound is the rhythmic, distant ticking of a grandfather clock in the foyer. The air here carries the faint, comforting scent of beeswax and old parchment. You take a slow, deep breath, feeling the cool air fill your lungs before you turn your attention to the arched entrance leading into the Victorian Conservatory. The double doors are a masterpiece of ironwork, with slender black ribs that curve like the delicate veins of a leaf, holding large panes of hand-blown glass. As you reach for the brass handle, it feels solid and cool against your palm. You press it down with a slow, deliberate motion, hearing the soft metallic click as the latch releases. Pushing the doors open, you are met with a gentle wave of warmth. The air inside the conservatory is humid and sweet, smelling of damp earth, blooming jasmine, and the green, crisp scent of ferns. The floor beneath your feet is made of intricate mosaic tiles, alternating shades of forest green and creamy white, arranged in a pattern that mimics the forest floor. You step inside, and the heavy doors swing shut behind you with a muffled, satisfying thud, sealing you into this private, glass-walled sanctuary. Outside, the night is a deep, velvety indigo, but the conservatory is bathed in the soft amber glow of a few strategically placed lanterns. You begin to walk slowly along the stone path that winds through the lush greenery. To your left, a row of tall feathered ferns reaches out, their fronds brushing against your sleeve like the softest silk. You stop to look at a large monstera plant, its broad leaves glistening under the starlight that filters through the glass dome above. You reach out and touch the leaf, feeling its waxy, smooth surface and the sturdy ridges of its veins. It feels alive and quiet, a silent witness to the peaceful night. The sound of water draws your attention to the center of the room. A small circular fountain made of weathered stone sits nestled among a cluster of orchids. The water doesn't splash, it flows over the rounded edges in a smooth, glass-like sheet, falling into a shallow basin with a low, melodic gurgle. You stand there for a moment, watching the way the amber light dances on the surface of the moving water, creating ripples of gold that expand and fade against the stone. Your breathing begins to sync with the steady, rhythmic pulse of the fountain. You continue your walk, noticing the way the glass panes above reflect the stars. The sky is unusually clear, and the Milky Way stretches across the zenith of the dome like a trail of silver dust. It feels as though you are standing at the edge of the universe, protected by a thin but certain barrier of glass. You find yourself near a small, wrought iron table. On it sits a ceramic teapot, its surface painted with delicate lavender sprigs. Beside it is a single matching cup. The tea is still warm, and a thin, graceful curl of steam rises from the spout, twisting slowly in the still air before vanishing. You pick up the teapot, feeling its weight and the gentle heat radiating through the ceramic into your fingers. You pour the tea into the cup, listening to the clear, sharp sound of the liquid hitting the bottom, then transitioning into a softer, fuller tone as the cup fills. The aroma of chamomile and honey fills the air, grounding you in the present moment. You take a small sip, feeling the liquid's warmth travel down your throat and spread through your chest, relaxing every muscle it touches. Moving toward the far end of the conservatory, you find a deep, plush chaise longue, upholstered in forest green velvet. It looks incredibly soft, inviting you to rest. You set your tea on a nearby pedestal and settle into the chair. The velvet is cool at first, then quickly warms to your body heat. You lean back, feeling the support of the cushions against your spine. Nearby, a heavy wool blanket is draped over the arm of the chair. You pull it over your legs, feeling its comforting weight, a gentle pressure that makes you feel secure and tucked away from the world. From this vantage point, you look upward. The entire ceiling is a window into the cosmos. You watch as a single star seems to twinkle more brightly than the others, a steady pulse of white light in the vast blue-black expanse. The conservatory feels like a glass ship sailing through the silent sea of space. The plants around you seem to lean in, their presence providing a sense of companionship and quietude. You notice the way the shadows of the palm leaves dance on the floor as a light breeze outside stirs the trees. Inside, however, everything is perfectly still. You watch the steam from your tea slowly dissipate, the curls becoming thinner and slower until they are gone. Your eyelids begin to feel heavy, matching the weight of the blanket. You focus on the sensation of your breath, the way your chest rises and falls in a slow, effortless cycle. The sounds of the night are distant and unimportant. The faint rustle of a leaf, the muffled hoot of an owl far in the woods, the steady, soft song of the fountain. Each sound only serves to deepen the silence. You feel a profound sense of safety within these glass walls. The stars above are millions of miles away, yet they feel close enough to touch, watching over you with their ancient, steady light. You are in a place where time has no meaning, where deadlines and worries cannot reach you. There is only the warmth of the tea, the softness of the velvet, and the infinite beauty of the night sky. You let your gaze drift across the constellations, Orion, the Pleiades, the Great Bear, each one a familiar pattern in the dark. Your thoughts begin to soften, losing their sharp edges, turning into hazy, pleasant images of drifting clouds and moonlit gardens. The scent of jasmine is more subtle now, a lingering sweetness that lulls you further into relaxation. You feel your heartbeat slowing, finding a calm, steady rhythm that matches the stillness of the conservatory. The glass dome above you seems to expand, the stars becoming a soft blur of light as your vision softens. You are drifting now, suspended in a state of perfect peace, halfway between the waking world and the world of dreams. The gentle warmth of the room wraps around you like a cocoon, and you know that you are exactly where you need to be. There is nothing left to do, nowhere else to go. You simply exist in this moment of quiet wonder, surrounded by the green life of the garden and the silent light of the stars. As you close your eyes, the last thing you feel is the soft weight of the wool blanket and the absolute, unwavering stillness of the night. Sleep comes to you naturally, as inevitable and gentle as the turning of the earth. If your eyes are closed and sleep is reaching out for you, let it take you. There is nothing left to do tonight, no more places to go. You have arrived at the most important destination, this moment of perfect, unshakable rest. However, if your mind is still a little too bright, or if the path to sleep feels just a few steps further away, do not worry. There is no pressure to drift off immediately. On your screen, you will find other paths we have prepared for you, other sanctuaries, other cabins, and other quiet corners of the world. You can choose one now, and we will continue this journey together, moving a little slower, a little deeper, until the world finally fades into a soft, velvety blur. Before you go, if you find peace in these journeys, consider joining our sanctuary by subscribing. It is a quiet way of ensuring that whenever you need to escape, a seat is always held for you.